Ancient Rome, a crowning jewel in the annals of history, epitomizes the zenith of human artistry and culture. Embark with me on a voyage to a time of unmatched splendor, where the Colosseum's heart-stopping spectacles met the sumptuous delights of Roman fare. From the gentle caress of dawn to the embrace of dusk, from cherished familial moments to the vibrant pulse of trade, and from deep spiritual reveries to grandiose displays, we shall navigate a day in the life of a quintessential Roman. This majestic civilization, having left an enduring imprint on our world, invites you. So settle in, perhaps with a fine brew in hand, as we explore the life and culture of ancient Rome. And if this journey captivates your spirit, do kindly bestow a like upon this video and consider subscribing to our channel for more enriching explorations such as this. As Aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn, brings forth the light of day, we find Rome, a city of over 1 million people by 1st century AD, gradually awakening. Here, amidst this thriving metropolis, the Roman day or dies unfolds. Within the opulence of a Roman villa, our day begins. The domus, reserved for the city's wealthiest inhabitants, was a symbol of status and power. A Roman citizen would likely begin their day sprawled on a lectus or Roman bed, rising to greet the day. The typical Roman morning ritual, a nod to Rome's incorporation of Greek customs, started with a refreshing dip in the private bath, or balneum. The Romans appreciated cleanliness, marking it as a sign of an organized and sophisticated civilization. The iconic white toga, a unique symbol of Roman citizenship, is pulled over our Roman citizens' tunica or tunic. Prandium, the Roman midday meal, is often light and comprises leftover dishes from the previous day's cena, main meal, fresh fruits, bread, and a sip of wine. But before they step out must come the cultus deorum, or worship of the gods. Like all aspects of Roman life, the divine permeates the daily routine. A small home shrine is devoted to the lares, or household gods, where our citizen makes customary offerings for the well-being and prosperity of the family. With the completion of the morning routines, our Roman, like the other 55,000 Roman citizens, emerges onto the vibrant streets of Rome, where commerce hums and rhetorical debates fill the forum. Follow us as we explore the space that truly was the heart of Roman society, the Roman family, or familia. In stark contrast to modern concepts of privacy, a Roman household expanded far beyond the immediate family, filled with a vibrant tapestry of voices including grandparents, in-laws, free dependents, and slaves. In the Roman atrium, family members gather for the simple and frugal morning meal. The Roman diet, typically vegetarian, commonly included salted bread dipped in wine or olive oil, and perhaps cheese or olives. The paterfamilias, usually the eldest living male, held an unassailable position, wielding absolute authority over his household. He controlled the family's tasks, from economic decisions to organizing marriages for his children and even punishments. When it came to education, the Romans prized rhetoric. The capability to speak convincingly was seen as the surest path to power in the Roman Republic. Parents and a full-time home tutor, specially employed for wealthy families, would educate Roman children, and schools were available for further education. Slavery was a fundamental part of Roman family life. Slaves were considered property and could be bought, sold, or given away. They performed all manual labor, and some educated slaves even performed teaching or administrative duties. Throughout our journey, let's not forget the Roman matron, a tower of strength within the household, typically in charge of running the home, managing finances, bringing up the children, and cultivating lanum fecit, the tasks associated with woolworking, highly regarded as a symbol of moral virtue. Now, let's acquaint ourselves with the bustling sphere of Roman commerce and enterprise, a dynamic and multifaceted world of Roman negotium, business. Our exploration brings us back to the Roman Forum. Here, a cacophony of voices echoes against the marble facade of the shops, tabernae. Picture the Roman artisans meticulously crafting their wares, pottery, jewelry, clothing, and numerous other goods. With no coined money till the 3rd century BC, exchanges were mainly in the form of barter trades. Roman architects and engineers, meanwhile, were known for their ambitious projects and extreme precision. From aqueducts to road systems, their contributions have stood the test of time and left an enduring legacy. Travel along with enterprising merchants and negotiators as they forged trade routes across the empire. Roman trade goods reached all corners of the civilized world: silk from China, spices from Southeast Asia, and grain from the breadbasket regions of Egypt and North Africa. Roman farmers, or agricoli, tilled the small plots of land allotted to them, growing a variety of crops such as wheat, barley, olives, and grapes. In the later empire period, large agricultural estates, or latifundia, owned by Rome's wealthy citizens, often dominated farming. Within the august, resonating halls of the Roman Senate, political decisions were taken. Despite changes in governance styles from republic to empire, the Senate continued to be the most important legislative body in Rome. The cursive handwriting of the Roman scribes diligently recorded the wisdom, literature, and laws of their time, from property agreements to letters, thereby preserving Roman values and philosophies for posterity. The Roman workforce was a diverse assortment, a splendid mosaic of diverse backgrounds, careers, and social statuses. It was this collective effort that helped sustain the grandeur of Rome. As we descend into the intoxicating realm of Roman entertainment, we shed the stresses of the modern world and revel in the relaxing and thrilling distractions that ancient Roman society had to offer. Our narrative dips into the warm, therapeutic waters of the Roman baths, a concoction of socializing, exercise, and relaxation. These baths, such as the baths of Caracalla, could house up to 1,600 bathers simultaneously. Theatres, innate to the social and cultural life of Romans, introduced audiences to plays filled with humor and tragedy, performed during religious festivals. Feel your heart race with the thrill of the Roman ludi, the magnificent spectacles hosted by political officials to curry favor with the public. Chariot races at Circus Maximus, a massive entertainment venue that could sit a quarter of Rome's population, was a favorite among Romans. Gladiatorial combats, a gruesome yet captivating spectacle, found its stage in the formidable Colosseum with its seating capacity of over 50,000 spectators. Pitting man against man, and sometimes against beasts, these games satisfied the Romans' palate for violence and drama. And as night fell, Romans often retired for a session of board gaming. Games like Ludus Latrunculorum, the game of mercenaries, and Tabula, a precursor to backgammon, brought moments of camaraderie and strategic entertainment. Dear participants, fasten your apron and prepare your taste buds as we embark on an aromatic journey through ancient Roman cuisine, a cultural manifestation deeply intertwined with Roman life and customs. The journey commences in the bustling markets, where a multitude of fresh and exotic produce inundates the senses. These markets were a vital component of Roman urban life. Vendors, with their loud cries and vivid displays, significantly contributed to the bustling vibrancy of the market ambience. Step into the realm of a Roman kitchen, a space of culinary ingenuity and gastronomic creativity. Cooks and chefs, both professional and domestic, wielded spoons and knives like paintbrushes on a canvas, merging diverse flavors and tantalizing aromas to create dishes that tickled the senses and satisfied the palate. From the hearty Pompeii, or food stalls that catered to Rome's many manual workers, to the extravagant cena, the main meal of the day in a wealthy Roman household, food and its consumption was a core aspect of Roman culture. The simplistic fare of the plebs, Romans belonging to the lower or middle classes, typically consisted of porridge, bread and cheese, occasionally supplemented with vegetables, and the relentlessly popular fish sauce, garum. The kitchens of Rome's elite, meanwhile, witnessed gastronomic feats combining a plethora of domestic and exotic ingredients into sumptuous meals that often lasted several hours. Speaking of garum, this fermented fish sauce was such an integral part of Roman cooking that the city of Pompeii boasted a notable garum shop, complete with an impressive fresco of a container of the sauce. Food in ancient Rome was not just about sustenance, it was also about social standing and status. Banquets were elaborate affairs and often reflected the economic affluence of the host. Amphorae of wine, usually consumed mixed with water, flowed freely, washing down a variety of dishes prepared from varied ingredients like wheat, olives, and grapes, efficiently supplied by Rome's far-flung provinces. The importance of bread and olive oil, the common staples across all strata of society, cannot be overstated. From the panis plebeius, the standard brown bread of the people, to the panis siligineus, a white bread consumed by the elite, the ubiquity of bread formed an undeniable thread in the fabric of Roman food. Few contemporary societies can claim such a diverse dietary culture as that of ancient Rome. Their culinary heritage has left a delicious imprint on many modern Western cuisine practices. Trade your world of empiricism for the spiritual realm of antiquity as we venture into the religious beliefs and customs of ancient Rome, a society deeply embedded with divine influences. The Romans were profoundly religious and mastered the art of adopting and revering gods from different cultures, crafting an ever-evolving religious canvas that was dense, complex, and malleable. Scratch the surface of the shimmering pool of Roman spirituality, starting with Rome's sacred ground, teeming with temples, the grandiosity of the Pantheon, a monumental edifice dedicated to all gods, and various other temples, each unique to its patron god or goddess, stands testament to the Romans' deep-seated spiritual convictions. Delve deeper into the Romans' religiosity as we uncover the pivotal role it played in both their public and personal lives. Religious rites marked every aspect of Roman life, from important life stages such as birth, marriage, and death, to the change of seasons, and even military victories. The public priests, or pontiffs, conducted religious rituals and sacrifices in official capacities. One of the most influential religious colleges, they also held responsibilities for the Roman calendar and advised the Senate on matters pertaining to religion. Another central pillar of the Roman religious institution was the Vestal Virgins, 6 priestesses chosen from aristocratic families before puberty. They were expected to devote 30 years of their lives in service to Vesta, the goddess of hearth, home, and family, maintaining the sacred fire in the temple of Vesta. Congregations and processions filled the Roman streets on religious festivals such as the Lupercalia, a spring cleansing festival, and Saturnalia, a week-long December festival honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture. A fascinating aspect of Roman religious beliefs was their consultation with oracles and augurs. Oracles were sought for divine prognostications, while augurs interpreted the will of the gods through auspices, signs in nature, especially the behavior of birds. As this segment draws to an end, it's no overstatement that understanding Roman religion provides a lens into Roman society as a whole, reinforcing the notion that an exploration of the divine is, in essence, an exploration of the human itself. And as the night draws our expedition to a close, it's time to reflect on the legacy and the enduring echoes of this vast, captivating civilization, a saga that began over 2 millennia ago and coalesces into our collective shared history. As we bid you farewell, remember the ancient Romans, their families, their lives, work and cuisine, stepping back and yet carrying the prominent footprints of a civilization once mighty and grand.